If you have a passion for cooking, then the career in culinary arts is for you. There are different levels and types of careers in the culinary institution. There's a system known as Brigade de Cuisine, which places the kitchen staff members in different levels, each with their own responsibilities. A few examples of these levels are junior cook, also known as commis, pastry cook, known as pâtissier, sauce maker and sauté cook, called saucier, entree prepare, known as the entree métier. This person has a big job and responsibility for soups and other dishes not involving meat or fish. This person might also have junior cook supervision because his job is so important. The sous chef is the deputy or the sheriff in the kitchen who helps the chef directly. They also fill in the management and a lot of the kitchen operations. And finally, at the top of all the levels is the chef de cuisine, or more simply, the chef. The chef has one of the most important jobs in the kitchen. Even though everyone is an important part of the team, the chef is the most responsible for keeping a stock, clean, and well-managed kitchen. The ONC, or the National Occupational Classified Code, for all these types of chef is 6241. To become a chef, you need to have some key skills and attributes. Let's talk about those. Skills and attributes. To be a chef, you need to be someone who is creative, responsible, and accountable. You need to pay attention to detail. That is super important. A leader, a good communicator, open to feedback and criticism, committed to quality, a quick thinker, and you need to have a passion to do amazing things with food. If not, maybe a chef isn't the right career for you. Working conditions and career path. Working in a kitchen environment can be very dangerous, so you need to know the hazards and always be safe. Some of the hazards include heavy lifting of pots, slips and falls, burns, and there are always lots of sharp items, which is why it's so important to take precaution when you're working in that kind of environment. Career path. Just like I talked about before, there are different levels of chefs and staff in the kitchen, so there are plenty of opportunities to work hard and go up the levels. Someone who is a dishwasher in the kitchen can possibly become a junior cook and then go higher and higher after years of work, maybe even become chef de cuisine. Earnings. How much do chefs make? According to the Government of Canada, chefs in Hamilton Brant areas can make $15.75 per hour up to $25.96 per hour with experience. Pathway and educational requirements. To become a chef, the first step is to get your Red Seal. Here at Assumption, we have a program called Specialist High Skills Major, or SHISM for short. This program gives us students the education and the experience to follow a certain career path. Assumption offers a SHSM program for culinary, and at the end of it, you could possibly get your Red Seal. After you get your SHSM Red Seal, you have to have 5 years of work experience in a culinary environment. You have to keep up to date food handler certificate and to be a member of the Canadian Federation of Chefs and Cooks. Once all of this is done, you can apply to the Canadian Culinary Institution's Chef de Cuisine program, where you have classes, teaching, and hands-on examinations. Once you've passed all these requirements, you will be a certified chef de cuisine. This journey seems like a lot, which is why you need to have a passion to succeed. If you don't get your Red Seal in high school, you can go to college for culinary and get an experience and education from the school and a chef, and then apply to the Chef de Cuisine program. Outlook for the future. Between now and the end of 2016, according to the Government of Canada, the employment outlook is fair for chefs in the Hamilton-Brant area. Not a lot of chefs are expected to retire, and employment growth is expected to be strong, which can cause higher levels of chefs who don't have jobs. Some interesting facts that I came across are the whole bunch of chefs and the different levels that you can be. Because before I did this project, I only thought there was a busser, staff, and a chef. Another thing that I found interesting is the SHSM and the Red Seal, which I talked about earlier.